Sorry, are you saying that there's no such thing as medical cannabis?
Not that I've heard of.
Right, so what's your officer number?
What's my officer number?
Aye, what's your badge number?
Echo 0732.
Echo 0732, and you're telling me that there's no such thing as medical
I've
cannabis?
never heard of that personally.
Right.
To be
And
prescribed.
why are you
To be
enforcing
prescribed.
laws on cannabis?
To
If
be
you don't know
prescribed.
anything about
I'm not
medical
forcing
cannabis?
laws. I'm not forcing
Right,
laws.
okay. Well,
I'm just saying I've never heard of it.
Right, well,
There's a
I'm
lot of
showing
things I've
you-
not heard of. There's a lot of things you've not heard of as well.
right, but you're the one that's doing your job claiming to...
That's what I mean. I said I've never heard
Right.
of it, and that's what we're doing. As my colleague said.
Fair
trying to
enough, mate.
fight that.
Again, it's just, this is proof of my complaints that I've got against Police Scotland that you aren't getting trained on it. So, thank you.
That's fine. You can complain all you want, mate.
Yep.
That's what we're going to find out. Is we're trying to find everything.
Right.
We're trying to
So,
find out.
have you had any training on medical cannabis?
Not personally, no.
So you work for Police Scotland and you're out on the beat and you've had zero training on medical cannabis 6 years after it became a thing.
We may well have. I mean, there's a lot of things that we get trained on that.
So you're telling me that it doesn't exist and that you don't know anything about it. How have you had training if you don't know anything about it?
Mate, we're trying to find out just now, alright?
Okay. Again, it's just that I
So a
don't
lot
think...
of things that you,
I don't think...
Do you work at this moment in time? Do you know everything in your profession as well?
Sorry, I don't understand what that's...
But that's what I'm saying, there's a lot of things that everybody doesn't know in their profession, and that's what we're trying to find out. Do you know what I mean?
I just find that stressing someone who's got a stress-related illness and is taking a
We're not trying
prescribed
to, we're not
medication
trying to make that
for...
stress any more stressful than it needs to be. That's why we're trying to find out everything.
So why if I've got a prescription for cannabis, is my car going to be searched for cannabis?
Under the Misuse of Drugs Act.
But the Misuse of Drugs Act can't be applied to someone that's using the substance
That's what
medicinally.
we're trying to find out.
Right.
Okay?
I'm
As
just
I
trying
said,
to
do you
I'm
work-
just trying to
do you
clarify
work-
it.
I'm asking a simple question. Do you work?
Yes.
Do you know everything about your profession?
I would say that I know plenty enough that I wouldn't be going causing hassle to people.
Exactly. We know plenty enough as well. Nobody knows everything in their workplace, do they? That's why we ask
Again,
questions.
I find it extremely disappointing as a medical cannabis patient that I'm paying a fortune for private access to cannabis and then I'm being harassed by police that don't know the law.
We don't know everything. Nobody knows everything.
So you don't know the law regarding medical cannabis?
Nobody knows everything.
Right.
Right? You could go right to the very top. I'm sure
I
they
know.
don't know everything.
No,
Nobody knows everything.
that is the problem, is that there's a lack of training that's demonstrated by...
There's a lack of training
actions.
everywhere.
Okay.
In every profession.
Yep.
Every single profession in the world, there'll be a lack of training where people do not know stuff.
Okay.
So that's what we're trying to find out.
Right. No, I apologise the situation that we're in. Again, it's something that just it creates confusion for a lot of people with the fact that it's...
A lot of confusion for everybody.
Yep.
But as I said, nobody knows everything. As much as everybody thinks they want to know everything.
No, I'm not saying that everybody knows everything. I understand what you're saying.
Sorry, the doctor just reviewing your notes just now. They're going to give me a call back.
Right, thank you.
Right, and then
So-
once we
Thank-
get to the bottom of that, then
Sorry,
we'll,
what was your officer number again?
Echo 766.
Echo 766 has taken the extremely proactive steps to take my doctor's phone number, to look it up and to phone them. So I want to commend and thank him for his actions.
That's all right.
No, I'm recording
That's fine.
the interaction, mate. I'm not trying to be an
that's
asshole.
fine.
I'm just trying
I
to...
don't say you are. You're being very civil with us, to be fair.
Thank you.
But as I said, I'd rather make sure that I've
No,
got everything
I want
properly
you to be
done.
doing your job correctly. I've showed you my prescription. I've showed you the prescription
Yeah.
pots, and
As my
you're
colleague says,
conducting
I don't
investigations.
think everybody knows everything about the profession.
I really appreciate. Can I step out my vehicle just
Of
to
course you can, yeah.
stand and talk to you? Just because I want to stop this and.
It's fine.